Hi, today I'll cover the second talk on diabetes, the best strategies for weight loss. So in video 1, I explained how diabetes can be reversed or put into remission by weight loss. In this presentation, I will cover the best strategies to lose weight by dieting and exercise. How to diet? Okay, so 1 kilogram of fat is 7,700 calories. If our body naturally burns 1900 calories, we have to wait 4 days without eating. We need 4 days just to burn 1 kilogram of fat. So if 10 kilograms of fat, we need 40 days, but of course we cannot stop eating. We need to eat a little bit, right? The question is how much should we eat? Okay, so it's a matter of calculation. And how about if we just exercise? You see, even if you jog, say you are very strong, you are very fit, you can jog 30 minutes, it only burns 400 calories. Remember, 1 kg of fat it takes you 20 days of jogging just to burn 1 kilogram of fat. But the thing is, the problem is when you eat, you may be eating more, and then whatever calories you lose by exercising, you gain back by eating. So the weight loss will take forever. So this is the reason why experts always say exercise is not going to help. Okay, you need exercise plus diet. But which is better? Okay, so diet is better. Okay, diet is better because one bowl of rice is 225 calories. I need to walk for 1 hour to burn that one bowl of rice. Okay, if one day I just stop eating rice, 3 bowls of rice is 675 calories. And yeah, so you can save. It's a lot easier to stop eating rice and cut down on Milo, kopi, teh tarik, and then you can save maybe 1000 calories a day, right? If you exercise, how many hours you want to jog to burn 1000 calories? Okay, but and a lot of overweight people, even I myself, 1 year ago, before I started exercising, I cannot jog for 30 minutes a day. Okay, so it is, but if we give up rice, won't we feel hungry, right? The answer is, from my experience, is no, and from what the experts say is no. Okay, why we don't feel hungry? It's because of the hormone called glucagon. Glucagon and insulin are opposite. Insulin is produced when you eat a lot. You eat, after you eat, insulin comes so that the whatever you eat can be put inside fat. It goes inside fat, it goes inside muscle, and then it goes inside glycogen. But glucagon is when you eat very little. When you eat too little, then glucagon will burn the fat and the glycogen into energy. Okay, so glucagon, yeah, so when we diet, this is what experts say lah. Of course, there are some people who disagree, but most experts say that you want to keep insulin very little. So in order to keep insulin little, you have to eat very little carbohydrates. But when you eat protein and when you eat fat, then glucagon is produced, right? And then this glucagon will help not just to burn the protein and fat that you eat, but the fat in your body also it will burn. So and a little bit of glucagon, you can go the whole day. Okay, the thing is when you start eating, when you eat a little bit of sweet thing, then the glucagon stop already. Then you restart. So and when you restart, it takes a while. It takes maybe one day, 2 days to restart. Okay, some people say 3 to 4 days, but for me, I experience it takes about 1 to 2 days to restart the glucagon production, right? So the way you can restart the glucagon production faster is by exercising, because exercise is the second way to increase glucagon production, right? So fat, okay, when glucagon is produced, then fat will change into energy by two methods, by two pathways. One is lipolysis and gluconeogenesis, or it will turn into ketones. So which one is it, gluconeogenesis or is it ketones? I cannot find the answer from my research, but it doesn't really matter lah, as long as fat is burned. Okay, as long as fat is burned, I think it is good enough. But of course, experts will say ketone is the best lah. Okay, because ketone doesn't need insulin, whereas so ketone can be used a lot easier. And also experts say, a lot of books say that when it goes into ketone, okay, if you go on YouTube and all, they say once you go into ketone mode, you won't feel hungry. I'm not very sure about gluconeogenesis. Okay, so is it safe or not? Yeah, so there are some dangers to it. Okay, you need to make sure that sometimes you can have high uric acid. Okay, I forgot to put down here high uric acid. Okay, sometimes so there are few ways. One is to measure your BP, because sometimes too little salt, then your blood pressure will drop, and then your heart, you can have heart attack. So you need to have enough salt. Measure your blood pressure. Too little salt will cause low blood pressure. Too much salt will cause high blood pressure. Measure the blood glucose. Make sure it is normal. Make sure it is low, so that there is no insulin or very little insulin. You can measure the urine. There's a urine analysis. Measure the ketone and the pH, because you don't want to be too acidic. If there's too high ketone, then it can be too acidic, and then you can die. Yeah, so another important thing is to get enough sleep, because we need enough serotonin. Serotonin is a neurotransmitter that helps our body to relax. If we are always in a stress mode, we will feel hungry. Yeah, so and then we will not be able to lose weight, and we will fall sick easier. Our immune system will be weak, so we need enough sleep. Okay, so the question now is how much carbohydrates to eat. Right, diet. Okay, there are two schools of thought from what I've read. One is the ketogenic diet, is the very difficult one. It's only 30 grams, so you can only eat 2/3 of rice a day. Okay, a bowl of rice, 2/3. You can't even eat one bowl of rice a day. You have to split. So if you bahagi 3, divide by 3, is like a few spoons of rice a day. A few spoons of rice a meal. Okay, because if you eat more than that, then it will break the ketone production. Yeah, and then you have to start all over again. Another school of thought is the low carbohydrate diet. So this one, they recommend less than 130 grams, so less than 3 bowls of rice a day. So each meal you can eat 1 bowl of rice. So I think in between. For me personally, I go in between. I try to not go more than 130 grams. I try to go around as little as I can. Okay. So if you don't eat rice, then what can you eat? You can eat non-starchy vegetables, leafy greens. Remember to eat a lot of supplements, vitamins, potassium and magnesium. Okay, it is very important for the heart, for the muscle. For the muscle, heart is a muscle. So without potassium, the heart cannot beat. Yeah, without magnesium, the hormones cannot be produced. Vitamins is also important. Okay, many reasons why vitamins is important. So we need enough salt. Like I said, salt is also for the heart, for the muscle. And also for the osmolarity of the blood. We can remove the fat. Some people say eat a lot of fat. Some people say remove the fat from the meat, so that the fat will come from our body instead. This why I try to remove the fat. Okay, I don't eat the fat. Beware of fruits. Okay, because 2 apples, 2 oranges or 2 bananas is already 30 grams of carbohydrates. And we can eat cashew nuts, cashew nut or almond nut. Okay, very rich in vitamin B. So the tips for beginner is to go slow. When I start also, I don't like suddenly change. Okay, I change maybe take 2 weeks, 1 to 2 weeks to 2 weeks maybe to slow down my rise. And because why the enzymatic and hormonal receptors and pathways are not used to burning fat and protein as an energy source. They are used to using carbohydrates. So you have to go slow. Remember to replenish electrolytes. Okay, because when insulin drops, the sodium, the potassium, magnesium, calcium, whatever electrolytes will come out in the urine. Right? So we need to replenish our electrolytes. For me, I drink coconut water lah. So how much to exercise? Okay, so it's very dangerous because sometimes I exercise, I feel that I become very tired because I feel lack of electrolytes. So I need to drink coconut water. I eat potassium like banana. I eat salt lah to replace the electrolytes, right? Because we sweat also the electrolytes can come out. So some people say you just walk for 1 hour, walk for 30 minutes, it's okay. I like to exercise for 2 hours a day lah. Okay, this one up to the individual. But so far my experience is I lose 1 kg every week, about 2.5 weeks. So lost about 2.5 kg. So it is like that. The maximum you can lose is 1 kg per week, because if you have a deficit of 1000 calories in the diet, it takes 7.7 days to lose 1 kilogram of fat. So it takes 8 days to lose 1 kg, assuming you got 1000 calorie deficit. Yeah, this is excluding water loss that comes out with the fat. So you can expect maybe 500 gram, 1 kilogram of loss per day. Depends on how serious you are in the diet. Okay, depends on how little food you eat. Yeah. So the conclusion, I'm not a medical doctor. Okay, I'm just saying from my experience. I read the book, I listen to YouTube, and I try it, and it works. It works for me. So if you want to find out more, you can email me. And I have read a few diabetic books, and this is the best way to solve diabetes. If you have any question, you can ask me. Okay, thank you. Bye.